the DD on him. They didn't want to risk losing one hero because, of course, if Monkey King takes one of you down, he's taking you both down. Bo is going to follow through. Reinforcements cannot protect him. Warcry to make sure mid one can be tanky, but now Resolution arriving. SVG tanking up. Stormhammer. Lock him in for the kill.
Finally, they take him down. Everyone is so tanky in this game.
My god, mid one is so consistent with his harassment. Puppy being chased away. They're going to thrown around on Yawa. He has got the torrent to work with on mid one. He can't get it out just yet. Jigu's going to be there. Balance strike gets the kill on his Sven. Now mid one being chased under the tower. Looking to protect Nisha with the stone gaze coming in. Yawa wants to get the Wukongs down. Nisha needs to move away. Needs to get outside the circle. That will cover Resolution and allow him to back away though. Mid one.
Smart spot.
Yeah, he'll TP away. Yawa's gone pretty deep. Hex is going to come out. Yapsor being turned onto though. The toss in the air. Resolution gets it. And now mid one arriving for the fight again. This bloodbath is not letting up Yawa. Gets the Jingu just in time to bounce strike through, but it won't protect him. He'll still fall.
This game is insane so far. 12 minutes in, we have 27 kills. I mean, there's nothing to analyze. I'm just sitting back and enjoying it. I think maybe Monkey King, if he used the Boundless Strike there when he had Jingu stacks, if he used the Boundless Strike on Kunkka, he dies. He tried to hit both Sven and Kunkka. Both Sven and Kunkka, I think. And he missed the Kunkka, and because of that, mid one survives.
He was being pretty greedy, especially seeing Kunkka such a huge kill. Just take the Kunkka kill guaranteed right now. And you could probably then afterwards run down the Sven.
Exactly, it backfired. Because he was thinking, if I use that Boundless Strike on the Kunkka, maybe I don't get the kill. But I'm certainly going to get the kill on Sven. So it was a bit greedy. And because of that, this Kunkka, he has, like Sanj right now, he's building into that halberd. And it's such a hard kill. I think you have to commit everything you've got in taking him down.
And that's assuming he doesn't get a bolt off.
And that's a problem, exactly, if he doesn't get the bolt off. But the thing is, if you have to put everything into this Kunkka, what are you gonna do about Duza after it? Like, how are you gonna take her down?
That's the thing. Nisha's just farming up in the meantime, getting some stacks in as well. Second richest, actually in first place now because they've slowed down Juggernaut. Moving in though. Looking at mid one, Tom's gonna come out the boat as well. They drop the Tombstone. And Kunkka, he'll call it space because he can't call it anything else. He's gonna be ran down, finished off here. It's
space, obviously. They committed 2 cores and an Undying into killing him. It's space. He's happy about that.
The only way you can really look at it. Nisha is still farming, of course.
And look at that efficiency with the courier vision. And now he has to run uphill anyway. Not really the most efficient move ever.
I thought he was going to wait for the stack or something, but
yeah,
you know.
I appreciate the attempt. No, he wasn't stacking. I appreciate it.
I don't know. I thought he was going to wait for it, though. Instead, just trying for the flashy farming plays. Now they'll push on this tier 1 mid. And without your Kunkka, without your boat, do you defend? They're going to TP in now. They're actually looking towards it. Mid 1 does have the X available. Level 3. No target to use it on.
No target to use it on, but just by showing up, they repel forward gaming from pushing and from taking this tier 1. Which is pretty good. I think... oh, there's a double damage on Monkey. Maybe.
They need to be careful. Resolution forced to use the spin just to get away from the X. This is the great thing about Kunkka, though. Like, he buys so much time with those X's. Even if he doesn't follow up, you have to respond as if he's going to.
There's a smoke right now.
They're moving ball. Zai was trapped in. Gonna try and move away now, and Monkey King has arrived. No tower here to protect him either. There's not going to be any reinforcements for these Axe. They will be
reinforcement for the Monkey King instead. And like they've been showing themselves on the map all the time, and because of that they weren't able to make these kind of moves without using a smoke, of course. But it's gonna change once MSS gets that blink dagger and he's moving closer and closer towards it. Like he needs what, 100 gold more after this bounty. After he has that blink, the game changes a little bit, as they do have a proper, because then you're committing your core very deep, and it's not optimal. While with MSS is tiny, like if he jumps in and dies, it doesn't matter as long as they get that big pick off that he's going in for.
And they have a stack commit, right? You're gonna have the blink dag on the tiny. You said about the Monkey King getting deep. At the same time, Universe can just arrive at the back line. All in all, they have plenty of ways to end the fight. At the same time, the defusal is now up on the Juggernaut, which means Medusa, they could go hunt for her.
They can. I hope they do it really fast because this Doza, she's gonna roll out of control. She's finishing the Manta as well. They see her right now. They see the farm. Jug is
The
close.
double farm attack. Hex coming out on the resolution. Stun, follow up. Boat's going to follow through. Wukong's goes down. Gets spin out just in time to move away. There's one pursuing through, looking for someone. Zai. That's the three trying to move away. Taking a lot of damage. The call's going to come just in time, but the Avalanche locks him in. Deeper Shock does a decent amount, but not enough. He's going to go down. Mid one will look to back up. That Wukong's just in time to zone them all out.
Yeah, that was a nice call from Axe there, but he was out of position, and that healing ward just mitigates all the damage that he's doing. So,
and it definitely looked like they didn't expect to catch resolution like that, right? There was a delay on the stuns and the follow-up.
Yeah, there was no shackle as well, right? They didn't use shackles at all.
Definitely felt reactionary. I mean, if you can get that kill, it's perfect, because Juggernaut is the biggest threat right now. He's the richest hero as well. At least for forward.
It was a perfect position for them as well, but sadly there's a blink on that Tiny, and if he's not using it offensively to get some pickoffs, he can always use it to blink in and avalanche the Rasta before Jug dies, so that the Jug can use that Blade Fury and get out.
Zai's still so far away from the blink. Like a 1300 gold. They're going top. Stone Gaze comes down. Nisha, they already got the Omni Slash on, but he kites them away with the illusions. Nisha, it's a little bit too late though. He's out of mana. Probably out of life. We'll just corner him in the side. Give the kill over to resolution. Say thank you very much. Chasing for more. The Avalanche is going to come out.
Another toss back. Oh,
no, they decide against that. Mid one's not the best target for them. Puppy, however, they can find him. They're TPing in on this. Universe breaks the trees. Stun won't protect. Dodged out by Yoar. Puppy trying to move away with the war cry, and the Sprout's going to be there to make sure he can't escape. Boat coming in now. Interestingly enough, the mid one. We'll draw them back into the two-man stun, but now Boat's on cooldown for 60 seconds. That means the whole game can do whatever they want.
Yeah, they could have went for Rosh. They can do it at any point in the game because they have lads right now. And honestly, forward gaming, as we stated earlier, everything changes once MSS gets that Blink Dagger, and that's exactly what happened. Instantly, the Doza dies. They almost catch Kunkka, but they opt not to, and they go for the Sven instead. So they just needed this hero with the Blink that can actually make plays. And now they're smoked up again. They're gonna connect to the Monkey King most likely. Undying and Tiny. Yeah, they can kill Rasta, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, this constant pressure is paying off as well, because Zai still does not have his Blink Dagger. And if they find him, this is the perfect pick-off again. They just might, actually. They know about it.
Yeah, it's a hard kill, though. They can't do
There's too many
it on their
reinforcements nearby. That's the problem.
They need Monkey. This is the thing. The two of them, they can smoke up, but they need an additional core to connect to that gank. The two of them alone, they can only kill Rasta, and that's it. So they needed this Monkey to jump from one tree to another, deeper into the woods.
Especially with the Diffusal DD. Like, you thought he'd be looking up there, because if it's not the Axe, it's going to be the Medusa that's farming these Ancients.
Oh,
that's being the Medusa. It's here. Nisha does use the Stone Gates pretty early. Avalanche toss in the back line, gets mid one down to 2/3 HP. Now the boat coming in. MSS needs to be paid a price. Sprout holds Nisha in place so they can move away. No slows coming out. Medusa jump in. Monkey King. They caught him in the tree. Stormhammer through. Torn it up on the side. Omni Slash being used, but Nisha tanking the whole damn thing. Shackles long range from Yapsaw. Is it enough though? Spin away. Resolution on half HP. They're trying to slow him down. He's a diffuser to make sure Puppy can't pursue. And SVG standing his ground. 40 stacks of decay so far. They'll shackle him. They'll run him through. You might have a lot of health, but you don't have a lot of armor.
56 stacks. That was one tanky boy. Anyway, I think Forward Gaming miscommunicated about the way they wanted to engage there, because Tiny jumped the Kunkka, while the rest of them wanted to jump the Duza. And also, Monkey King jumping there on those trees on the low ground, it's questionable, because he should expect that they have this ward. They've been reacting to their movements all the time, so this ward here on the cliff should be expected.
I mean, both these wards around this area, right? Because Medusa is prioritizing these Ancients every time. So you should know that the vision is going to be focused on securing farm for Medusa.
Exactly, very well put. So should be a bit more cautious when it comes to where you jump as well. That's a bit.
Zai does now have his blink. This is a big booster that Secret has been waiting on, because this is their initiation.
There's a few things that happened just now. I think they used all the smokes on the side of Forward Gaming, and Zai also got his blink. So from now on, I think it's Secret's. It's Secret's time to strike, or to farm. They can just continue farming, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with that either. But right now, they shouldn't feel that pressured any longer. There's one smoke available on Undying, and that's it. It should be their last one for.
Well, they want to make a play as well. Omni Slash comes off cooldown 15 seconds. They should push this wave in and then go invading. Problem is, they're far away from where they know the Medusa is, which is in this bot lane.
They have the Orchid completed on Universe, and he's just waiting in base to see where he needs to go. But that Orchid came a bit late, as Duza already has the Manta. So can't really blow her up with that. It works well versus, I don't know, everyone else, because they have no ways of getting rid of that silence. But if you could have killed that Duza with it before she got Manta, it would definitely be more value.
Board. They've snuck into the Roche pit here. Mid one. He'll check with the Torrent. Next on to 2. Cancelled TP from the Universe there. The Healer Mord has gone down. Pull coming out from Zai. Will drag him back as well. They're just trying to disrupt this Roche. They don't want to commit too heavily. Smoke moment. Okay, right now, Yapso drops the wards right in the pit. The Wukongs is going to be channeled. He holds on to the end. The Stone Gate's coming in. The boat through as well. Resolution trying to stand ground with Blade Move on the side. They're chasing away Universe. He can't help his team. Yapso is going to cut everything out. Finally goes down as the Blink Board and the toss comes out. The Omni Slash has been expended, but no, they use it to try and move away here. Universe left behind. Going to go for the TP, but stunned up once more. SVG still tanky on the side with the Flesh Golem still running. But Juggernaut, he was TPing out mid Omni Slash. He couldn't hang around.
He used Omni Slash and ported out. SVG might fall.
He's going to go down.
Nisha is going to fall, actually.
Yeah, Nisha actually got left alone there. I'm not sure they have the advantage anymore because their wards are being wiped out by Roche.
They don't. Like, they can finish Roche or go and hunt.
They're going to go and hunt.
Hunting.
They see Puppy. They know he has no mana left. Yawar can run him down. No balance strike, but you don't need it. They actually might find more. Mid one in the tree line. He can't escape. They have full vision on him. Cuts the wrong tree. Keep pursuing. Balance strike to slow him down a little bit more. And the diffusal does come off cooldown. Actually, they're going to wipe the entirety of Team Secret in the end.
This is actually a disaster for Secret.
It's taking so long to get this kill, though.
It looked so easy at the start. You drop the ward, you go in. Like, the Jug had to port out, but they left the Duza. I think SVG did so much there, but just by taking their attention away from that Duza. They went for the SVG kill instead of protecting their Duza, and because of that, they just got team wiped.
And actually, mid one just bought back. They thought they were going into the pit, but Board Gaming were hesitating because it took them so long to kill off mid one. They weren't sure if they want to go in. They do still have the DD on Resolution, though.
I mean, is the mid one the one that's going in? Doesn't care. He bought back. He wants that rush, it seems. There's Stone Gaze now.
Yeah, but the Tombstone's already been dropped. They need to get rid of it right now. Cool's going to come out. Drags in the Juggernaut. Hexed up the Stone Gaze as well. Shackles him on the spot, staring straight into the Medusa's eyes. That should be enough to bring him down, but the swing comes out just in time to heal him more down. SVG still standing. X will drawing back with Wukong's is here. Yawar looking to actually zone them out. MSS, the Avalanche comes to cooldown a little bit too late to hold them in. Now Nisha, out of mana, needs to actually move away. So ward's going to go down. Shackle holds Monkey King into the mess. Resolution just trying to chase through. Omni Slash now cooldown. He can look to re-engage.
Is anyone going to die?
Nisha holding his ground right here, doing a lot of damage. They need to actually get rid of this Medusa, but they can't quick enough. Yawar going to move across right now. He's going to wand up, look to move away from this. Disarm's going to come out. Monkey King stunned up on the spot and drag back. Buyback is there from the Juggernaut, but he can't do anything just yet. And MSS will go down. So will the Monkey King. Buyback's going to come out. Everyone wants this Roche. Resolution. He will clean up all of this gold. Actually just forced him to use his spin pretty early. So on cooldown for 15 seconds, they could go into the pit and rush this.
They're going back in. Monkey didn't buy back. So they just want to finish the Roche.
And they can now.
Yeah,
Zai's actually looking for a kill in the Universe. They don't know this yet as well. So Zai has to be really patient. Otherwise, they commit in the pit.
Yeah, Universe went for the bounties instead, though.
And a hard fought for Roche from both sides, but in the end, Secret are the ones to grab it.
Yeah, and it's a big win for Secret in the end too, right? Because the only guy you bought back was that guy, if I'm correct. While on the other hand, you've bought back...
Juggernaut had to buy back, the Tiny bought back as well, and Kunkka bought back insanely early. That was before the secondary bout.
That was before the second fight as well. That's true. overall, I think if you're forward gaming, you need to use that orchid on the Rasta. Like, Universe in this last fight, he didn't use it on him, and instantly there's Rasta standing so far behind with that Tetherlands, just casting one shackle after another, the hacks. He controls them way too well, honestly, and he's always out of position. He's always in position so he doesn't get killed.
And he's actually heading towards the Ags next as well, so those Serpent Ones will be more dangerous. They're looking on the Absorb, it'll blink away. Yeah. This is always a frustration. You maybe waited too long, and we've yet to really see any impact from this Orchid pickup on the Nature's Prophet.
He did save his teammates a couple of times using the Orchid around the pit on the Rasta, but the last time he didn't, and because of that, it backfired.
But you kind of picked up this item to look for kills, right? And so far, it's not really given them that big kind of power spike you'd expect for an item that costs 4k.
Besides everything else, partly because...
He blinks past. Monkey used the balance strike. Now going to drag him into the stone gaze, trying to move away. Says, look into my eyes. Wukong is going to be planted. Standing the fight inside. Needs to move away from this. This arm's going to come out just in time to keep the axe alive. And you are. And he won't be so lucky. He'll go down on this side to just kill him off. Resolution needs to move away. Trying to slow him down with Skadi, though. He can't move quick enough. He has no TP to work with, so Juggernaut in trouble. Find that kill, and that's a big one. 95 seconds on the sideline because he did buy back in the previous fight.
Yeah, he's gone. He has no buyback, and now it's on Universe to create space. He needs to be porting from one lane to another, just trying to out-push, trying to split push so that they cannot commit to the high ground. Rasta has wards, and I'm actually surprised that Yapzor isn't going mid with Duza. Yeah, now they ping, and he instantly changes his direction and goes mid. Because that's the only thing he has to do right now. Just drop those wards on the high ground and protect his Nisha Duza.
Yep, Puppy moving across as well to back them up. He has, of course, got that Vlad, so it will help a lot. Mid one just trying to slow down this push. He has to be careful not to commit too hard because Tiny's waiting on the high ground. Mid one doesn't have any mana either. They're going to silence him up. The TP's going to come in, but maybe too late. Down to half HP. Call going to come out. Sorip gets mid one pretty low. Has to turn around, use the X just to drag SVG back. Can he get away in time? Is the question. Doesn't look like he can. Teleport coming in from Prophet, and Kuka will fall. Die here alone in their base. They've already taken the tier 3. They'll take the melee racks as well. Now TP responses are coming inside, buying a lot of time. SVG stands his ground. Sorip doesn't quite finish him off. They'll finally get it. Now Nisha arrives. The rest of the TP away. SVG not so lucky in the mid lane. Oh no, the shackle's out. Monkey King.
Yep.
Yawar went in. He pays the price. The Avalanche toss is going to be there. But Yapzor mocks him as he TPs away, interrupted by the Yules. We'll hold him in the spot, and we'll kill him off.
That was actually so good. So what happened is they dropped these wards to take down the Raxes, right? And then Duza ports out on the other side of the wards. And what happens is Monkey King is baited to go in and use Boundless Strike on the Duza to stop her from porting out, but it's just a bait. And Yapzor is there, he jumps in, shackles him, and the wards clean the monkey from the face of the earth. So that's some next level plays right there. It's fun to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Just looking at the style on them here, and Yawar, the impact this Monkey King is starting to deteriorate. He's the poorest core right now. Actually, that's not true. Second poorest core because it's Yapzor. Do we really count him as a support? We know how Secret works.
Yapzor is a core.
Yeah, he's a core. He's definitely a core.
Zai is more of a support than Yapzor, honestly. The way they prioritize farm, like you can see it with the farming patterns. Shadow Shaman has been on these side lanes farming more than any other like position 5 or 3.
And it does mean he's got his Ags. We've seen it come into effect already, and it's gonna probably get more brutal. Actually, no, those were normal wards.
Those were normal ones, yeah. So now that
Monkey King is pretty much screwed if that happens again.
He needs BKB. They need to find ways of dealing with... It's not even just the wards, right? It's the fact that it controls them so much and trust them. They need to find a way of dealing with that.
SVG, he came out to play. They find an Undying lingering around here for some reason. I actually think he's got wards. They look in the wrong place, though. They have 1 sentry.
Nisha is about to finish his butterfly as well. And Juggernaut is building towards it, too. They both each need 1 item.
Universe with that big creep wave. And a few of them are going to be washed up by Kunkka. Kind of frustration is when you're playing a Prophet against a Kunkka, you know you're inevitably just going to start feeding him gold. It just reaches a point where he instantly kills the whole creep wave.
Yeah, it's definitely a problem. But at the same time, what this Furion is doing on top lane is basically forcing Kunkka to stay there to defend. It's not really something that this Kunkka There are things that he would rather do. Perhaps go with his team, pick a tier 2 on bottom lane or on top. They still have that age. They don't have that Aegis anymore.
Yeah, it's been expired. But I think you're right. There's plenty of things he'd rather do. Because this is not like a big crit Kunkka with boots of travel. No, this is a AC and halberd Kunkka. He needs to be fighting with his team. Shaman, just going to TP away from this. I think Universe really needs that nullifier soon. Or maybe just don't gank alone.
That nullifier, if he gets it, could be game-changing, actually. You're practically going to have a Doom on your Nature's Prophet, as he's going to have the Orchid and the nullifier. And it might be a game-turning item, honestly.
It might slow him down, though. They're looking for a kill. He's actually going to TP out. There was a smoke movement from Secret. They knew where he was with a scan, but a little bit too late. So far, Universe just splitting them up across the map. And as you said, that nullifier basically turns Nature's Prophet into a Doom.
Look at them. They're running uphill onto the shrine.
They're feeling confident. They forced SVG to use the Flesh Golem for nothing, actually. That was premature, actually, for a hero with this much HP already.
Yeah. He didn't want to risk it, I suppose. He just instantly popped it. They were smoked up, built the smoke, so they expected an initiation.
But now it's on now it's going to go on cooldown, and that at this point in the game for an Undying, that ability is huge. That's an extra 1,000 HP when you use it.
Yeah, and 2 minutes cooldown. It's quite a lot.
It has to be. Like, think how potent this is. 400, then 1,000, then 1,600 extra HP.
And the slow and everything. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the current health damage per second is ridiculous as well. 7% of your current. A new and improved version of Zeus's passive.
Pretty much.
I feel like that passive is so useless most of the time. Like, it's good for the initial strike with, like, a bolt, but that's about it.
I mean, it's good versus the daggers as well, I guess. So that's a good thing.
That's true. But this hero is just much simpler. Use Flesh Golem, tank it up, hurt them in the meantime, then die and drop tombstones.
Okay.
Which he has now, because he has reached level 15.
They're doing the right thing on the side of forward gaming. They're creating some space for themselves. They're taking this Radiant jungle, which isn't really that optimal, because Dire jungle is what it's all about, and that's where Radiant is. All because of this rush, right? This is like the good old Dire versus Radiant topic, with like who's really got the advantage. And it's always the Radiant because of this fact. You start invading the Dire jungle, you start warding around it and waiting for the rush, and most of the time you have that rush advantage there for yourself.
Yeah, it's that argument that you're blocking off the other side of the map, so you've got this additional area to farm, like here, and then you're basically taking control of this. You just get more of the map. It's that simple.
Exactly. And putting wards there and just taking the tier 2 is just so... There we go. They draw.
They understand. They know what it's about. They need to take control of this area. Maybe look for a wrap around this way. I think that's your best angle of approach. The thing is, Roche doesn't spawn for another 2 minutes yet. They got some time.
Yep. Secret does not care about that, though. They're definitely waiting for... There's a DD as well, waiting for them to pick it up. Perhaps if Duza picks it up, they can go and push with it. Most likely they want to wait for Roche, though. They don't want to move away from here until they see Roshan's face again.
But we said before, there's no rush for Secret. They've got Medusa. Their late game is, in fairness, stronger. Especially with these wards coming out from Shaman now. Because they know they can easily just chip away at Fort Gaming's buildings.
I mean, eventually Yabzor gets the refresh.
Isha?
Oh.
Gate's going to be there with the DD. MSS taking a lot of damage. X is going to draw him back into a boat into the face. They should be able to wipe this one out. Wukong's going to go down. MSS looks like the Omnistat's going to go across on the Puppy, though. He's tanking the whole damn thing up alone. Buyback comes out. Trying to get involved with the BKB run on Yawar, but he doesn't want to leave his Wukong's area. Nisha just about to run out of mana. He might be in a little bit of trouble. He's depending on Resolution. He's spinning, trying to run away, but Puppy stands his ground. He tanked everything. And Ford Gaming, they get nothing for their troubles. The buyback on MSS might turn into a dieback here. He can't move away quick enough. Nisha just overwhelms him. A triple kill for the Medusa, and they're hunting for more. Resolution will run for the high heels, though. The problem is...
There's only one buyback.
Yeah, they know this as well. They've seen the buybacks coming out. They know how stressed Ford Gaming are. They're going to go straight for the base.
Straight for the throne, actually, it seems. And Jug, he has nothing. Like, he cannot fight this. No healing ward, no ultimate. He can't approach it because Zai is just going to call him. And
GG.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
I'm going to applaud Puppy there. The power of Sven's support. He tanked the whole Omni Slash. He dragged it straight to the side, walked right away. Didn't even die for his troubles.
just very well played by Secret overall, honestly. At one point, I felt like Forward Gaming are in control, that they can do the right moves, but then that fight around that cliff that was worth. I think they shattered. They just crumbled after it. They didn't manage to get that Orchid on Furion before the Duza's Manta, so they couldn't really pick her off with that either. And once she had that Manta, you cannot, like, there are no uh, complete lockdowns. Like, you cannot lock her down long enough for her not to use that Stone Gaze. It was a very hard kill, especially with the boat follow up and the Axe. Axe didn't have an amazing game, but he had enough. And because of him not having an amazing game, Yapsor had so much. He was building a refresher in the end. He had Aghanim almost a refresher. It's just ridiculous how much farm that guy finds.
Yeah, it was pretty
So,
insane. And the big thing is we applauded MSS for getting that quick blink. But the moment Zai got his, everything just turned around. I never felt like Medusa was in imminent danger. The warding from Team